Coming to you live from my home. This is Mitch Has A Con-Cast, and welcome your host, Doctor Strange. Actually, guys, I'm not wearing my full Doctor Strange costume. My hair's not coloured, but I do have my mustache here. But my Vember's over, so I don't really have to do that. But anyway, guys, welcome to my podcast. This is very exciting for me, and I hope my guests are excited as well. Basically, what this is going to be about is that we're going to be talking about the past cons we've been to this past year, and we can talk about some of the cons we went to last year as well, because we had a lot of great guests at a lot of cons. But basically, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about the enjoyment and the differences of all these cons. Now, the cons we are going to be talking about is Con, which has happened in Adelaide and Melbourne and Perth, and starting from next year they're going to be going to Brisbane and Sydney as well. So that, I guess that's very exciting for the staff that's going to be working for them. An exclusive con to Adelaide, which is AVCon, that'll be discussed as well. An exclusive con to Melbourne, which is called Manifest. And we're also going to be talking about Armageddon and Supanova. And Armageddon is also exclusive to Melbourne, but Supanova is basically becoming a pretty big con as well. That started off in Brisbane only, and now they're going in, they've been going to a lot of states as well, like in Adelaide and Melbourne. So I really wish I had some cons to talk about that happen in Sydney, like Smash or YCon in Perth, but unfortunately I don't know anybody that lives in those states, so they won't be part of this podcast, so unfortunately that won't be happening. But I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun with this. I've selected a few guests to be part of this, and we might as well get started. We're actually going to be talking about Con first, and then we'll be talking about AVCon, Manifest, and Armageddon and Supanova both at the same time, because I've chosen two guests to talk about that. But let's just get this show on the road, shall we? Alright, so before we get started, I just want to talk about how we're going to be doing this. I do have questions that I have picked myself, and after we get to the end of my questions, we will be getting to other questions that people on Facebook would like to know about some of these topics of cosplaying and what cons they've gone to and their costumes, so we'll might as well get right to it. Now, the first person we're going to be talking to is this guy here, Dylan. Now, I met Dylan at Supanova about a year ago when I was dressed up as Sonic, and we've been pretty good friends ever since. He is a very, very funny character, very, very bright, funny, and colourful character, this guy. So definitely my favourite costume he's done is Ace Ventura, which you can probably see here in this photo. So let's get to it, shall we? We'll give Dylan a go. Hopefully he's ready. Let's get to it. Hello, Dylan. What's going on?
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, good. How's your day been so far?
Yeah, not too bad. Haven't done much. Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. The day's going pretty good so far. So, anyway, first of all, let's get started. What are you dressed as?
I am dressed as Hawkeye from the movie The Avengers.
That's right. That's how you and I met each other.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was Hawkeye and you were...
Sonic.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways, like, can you take a step back so we can see your vest? Alright,
Yeah.
and can you tell us where you got it from?
This one I got custom made to my size.
Alright.
Off a mob I found on the internet. I think they're called Oasis costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, I got it a while ago, so I can't remember all the details. But
I do remember you told me that they didn't believe your height when you first ordered it, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an Asian country, only because they thought I mucked up the measurements when I told them I was 6'3" and I weighed like 70 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought I screwed up. They're just like, you must be really tall and skinny. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no problem. So we might as well get straight to it. Pretty cool. We got two Avengers talking to each other right now, and I'm drinking a coffee from my Avengers mug as we speak. So.
Oh, the Avengers.
Yep, definitely one of the best crews ever.
Indeed. I bought an Avengers book the other day, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's got like information on all the Avengers. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, okay. I'll be interested in seeing that later on. Like,
Yeah,
compare it to the book that I got for my birthday last week.
it's quite possibly the same one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
All right. No, no problem. So we're going to be talking to you about Oz Comic Con. I know you've been to quite a few of them now. You've been to Melbourne and you've been to Adelaide.
Yeah.
So anyway, we might as well get right to it. So the
Okay.
first question I do have to ask before we get into OzCon, like, what got you interested in cosplaying and why do you enjoy it so much?
Well, what originally got me interested, I mean, I've been interested in years, but I only started doing it when OzCon came to Adelaide. That was my first ever
Right.
convention and my first ever cosplay. I went as Ezio Auditore da Firenze from Assassin's Creed 2.
Yep.
And just the reception of it was amazing. I didn't expect there would be so many people wanting to get photos. So many people, loved it. There were so many people dressed up, and I just thought the whole thing was amazing. And I was dressed in that, and another cosplayer who'd been doing it for years from Sydney approached me, started chatting. We found each other on Facebook, and they told me about Supanova and all these other conventions, and it just opened up my world to what had been going on around me, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
And I love it so much because, well, Dylan is boring, but the characters that he plays are amazing.
I don't think many people could agree that you're boring. You are a big crack up for a lot of people.
Okay, I try, but my life sucks. So, yeah, I love cosplaying because I love to be other people.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. My story is pretty much very similar to yours. It was very, very interesting to actually discover all these cons last year. The ones that are only starting to get really big now here in Adelaide and in other states and all that sort of thing. So yeah, no, it's definitely been a very, very fun last 2 years for me particularly. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyway, so Oz Comic Con. So as the con alone, how would you describe how much fun it is?
The con alone is a blast. The things that people put up, the stalls they've got, you can find things there that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else unless you knew where you were looking. It's a good atmosphere. I mean, OzCon is now 2 years old. The first year was last year. There were a lot of teething problems, so the con itself wasn't the best. Like, it was a stressful environment. But it was really good because their weapons and prop, like their attitude towards them, it's a lot more laid back. So I could get away with walking around with a bow and arrows and not get hassled. Whereas I've gone to other cons and you get hassled and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to, I guess, yeah. What was the question?
Describing how much fun it is, pretty much.
Oh yeah. So because of that, it's a lot of fun. When people are laid back towards your character, you can then go out and have more fun because you're not thinking about, oh, what do I have to do? Do I have to do this? You're not stressing about the little things.
Yeah. Yep. All right. No, well said. That's good. All right. So tell us about which guests you've met at Oz Comic Con. Which one was your favourite?
At OzCon, I've met Chris Sabat.
Yep.
And Sean Shamel from Dragon Ball Z, as you know.
Yep.
I've met Stanley and Patrick Stewart. If you don't know who they are, stop watching this now. Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead and Boondock Saints, and Sean Astin.
All right.
From Lord of the Rings and Goonies.
Yep.
Probably the most fun, I find at cons you can have more fun with the voice actors, right? You can like the big name star actor things.
Yeah.
Because they've always got more time for you because they know that they might not be as big as the other people.
Right.
So they're not always pumped and being pushed in and out of everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can always sit there and have a chat and have a laugh. So probably Chris Sabat, but definitely Sean Shamel, I reckon.
Yeah.
My favourite. When I got my photo with him, we were having a chat and like we posed and everything from one of the movies. And my best friend then got a photo with him and was having a chat. And he asked him, he used to say, "Is it true that you passed out once in the recording booth?" And Sean Shamel was like, yeah, I did. I was sick that day and I was screaming all day and just passed out.
Yeah.
So, and then he sort of stalked him for the rest of the day, which was weird. But he was cool with it, so...
Yeah.
Good old Sean Shamel.
Yeah, no, I definitely remember him bringing that up at his panel. He said he got really dizzy and he definitely fell over and hit his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, like, the voice actors definitely have been a big highlight for me because, like, you know, me growing up watching Dragon Ball Z, and now I'm starting to watch other animes that they've been a part of just in terms of meeting them. That's why I've been so inspired to watch, like, Gurren Lagann or Full Metal Alchemist, and, you know, and I find it very easy to pick up their voices now that I actually have met them in person. But they are really nice people, and I think they really enjoy their publicity and all that sort of thing because they're not so big.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally agree with that. They're really, really nice people.
Definitely.
Alright. So anyway, at the event, if there's anything you can add to make it more fun and enjoyable, is there anything you would want to add to Oz Comic Con, or any con in general?
A jumpy castle.
A jumpy castle.
Jumpy castles make everything better.
That's true. That's true. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Oz Comic Con's the only con I know of that had that laser skirmish thing, and but you know that got a lot of publicity.
That got a lot of attention, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I've never gone into it. I've sort of wanted to, but I've never gone into it because I'm always in costume, and my costume's too bulky. Well, not bulky, but I don't like running around too much in the shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
But what was it? At Armageddon, they had a full fair and everything with rides and bump cars and everything. I know I'm not supposed to be talking about Armageddon. But they didn't have a jumpy castle.
Yeah.
So,
alright, awesome.
If you're watching this, Armageddon, what do you think about it?
Yeah, no, I will add that I haven't gone the laser thing either, but I reckon if you did Golem again, that would probably be the only costume you probably could go in and run amok in there.
Probably, yeah. But I don't know how well I'd go doing laser skirmish on my hands and feet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright, let's see, what's your favourite cosplay you have done so far?
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to this.
That's a hard question. That's like asking who your favourite child is while they're both in the room. I love doing Hawkeye.
Alright.
I love doing this because it's one of my best known ones around Adelaide.
Right.
I haven't met another Adelaide cosplayer that does Hawkeye, but not this version anyway.
Yeah.
But I reckon I definitely have more fun with Ace Ventura.
Oh yeah.
Just because with Jim Carrey, his characters are just so much easier to get into because there is such a character there.
Yeah.
When I cosplay, I like to do it right. Cosplay is costume role play, so I like to get into the costume and then role play the character.
Yeah.
So I will walk around a con dressed as Ace Ventura, telling people that their balls are showing while playing with my slinky. Just because, and people love it because they know the character.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so I can have so much more fun as Ace. So I'd have to say he's probably one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely been my favorite costume of all year. You doing
that?
Good.
I'm glad I can put that onto other people as well.
Can you give us a quick interpretation of him?
A quick interpretation. So do you want me to be the character or tell you about the character?
Yeah. Just say one of his lines in his voice. That would be really good.
Awesome. Alrighty then. Your balls are showing. What will be true?
Yeah, you do the facial expressions really well as well.
Oh, thanks. I can't quite get his eyebrows because he can get them both moving, but I'm not that good yet.
Well, that's cool. Well, if you did the me, myself, and Irene scene when he's doing that bit from the, like, you know, with his eyebrows, that would be pretty difficult to do, I reckon.
Yeah, that would be pretty hard. I'd like to try and do me, myself, and Irene Jim Carrey cosplay one day, I reckon.
Oh, that'd be awesome. It's definitely
Get
one
like
of my
the
favourite
big
movies.
chin, miss a finger, or something.
No, that's definitely one of my favourite movies, that one.
I love anything Jim Carrey, just about. He's one of my favourite actors.
Yep. Alright, no problem. Just trying to figure out what the next bit is. Oh, yeah, alright. So, other than yourself, what is your favourite costume that you've ever seen at any con, really? It doesn't have to be Oz Comic Con specifically, but what's your favourite costume you've seen someone else do?
Favourite costume I've seen other people do. Damn.
No, it's a tough one. I know it's the toughest question I've got.
Very, very tough one. There was a really cool Jack of Blades
Right.
recently in Adelaide at Supanova. For those who don't know who Jack of Blades is, he's the villain in the first Fable
Right.
game. One of my favourite games, and this was done really well.
Yeah.
There's been a couple when I've looked at them like, that's amazing, wow, never seen it before. But none are popping into my mind at the moment.
Yep.
So, I can't think.
That's
so yeah,
all
I'll
right.
just go with Jack of Blades for now.
No, that's cool. I'll take that. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep,
If I
no
think of something later on, I'll tell you. I'll shout it out.
Alright, not a problem. Alright, so we're getting to, I've pretty much gone through all the questions I'm asking. So basically, I've talked to about 6 people, and I've chosen some of these questions for certain people that really would suit the podcast with me interviewing people individually. So some of these questions will be used to us, like for a second time or a third time with some of these people, but I'll get to one of the first ones I want to get to. Some of these people you know anyway, so I'm sure you'll have some fun with this. Alright, Suzanne Osden wants to know if you could change one thing about the cosplay community, what would it be?
Oh, if I could change one thing about the Hi, Susan. If I could change one thing, I reckon it would be outsiders' attitude towards it.
Okay.
It's not necessarily in the community, but a lot of the people that will see a cosplayer and, you know, they will either try to make fun or make them feel bad. The Project on Channel 10 are very well known for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Go to a con and they'll make fun of us.
Yeah.
But I'd like to change, not necessarily that side of it, but the whole cosplay for your body type sort of thing.
Yes, yep.
A lot of people will make fun of, say, a larger girl doing, I don't know, a really revealing cosplay.
Yeah.
I mean, I reckon that takes more bravery than someone doing something that they fit or something.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, just people's ignorance. That's the word I'm looking for. People's ignorance.
Yeah.
Is it ignorance? I don't know what word I'm looking for. Can we do this one again?
No, that's alright. I think you've covered it. No, that's no problem.
If
That's
you know
no
what I'm talking about,
I definitely do.
then that.
That's something that's talked a lot in the cosplay community, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows what you mean.
Yeah,
Like, if
it's
I
more,
can-
it's more acceptance.
Well, like what you're saying, like, you know, I've seen pictures of people making fun of someone dressed up as Yoko from Gurren Lagann, if you know who that is. This girl wearing a bikini top, pretty much, and she
Oh, is that the one with the fire? The red?
with the red hair. Yes, yeah,
Yeah, I know you're right. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
that character.
yeah, no, definitely, yeah, definitely. I know what you're talking about there, and I think everyone would agree with that for sure. All right. Rachel Branford wants to know how and why do you choose particular cosplays? What makes them? What makes you represent or respect the particular character that you cosplay as?
Okay. Well, hi, Rachel. I choose cosplays that I believe that I can actually act out. Ergo, Ace Ventura, the Riddler, a lot of Jim Carrey-based things because my attitude and my personality is very sort of Jim Carrey orientated kind of thing.
Right.
If you see me in public in Ace Ventura, I will get into the character as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will choose cosplays that I can get into character.
Right.
Whereas back in the day, like, I chose Hawkeye because he was just my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I've done SEO, like I said before. That one was because I didn't know what else to do. I just looked it up, found it, and I was like, I'm doing SEO for my first ever cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
All right.
now I do it because I think I can do it.
All right. Oh, awesome. Good friend of yours, Victoria Gridley. Here we
The Gridler. Hey,
go.
Gridley.
So, what
I
is
bought
your...
your show, by the way. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, we can't wait to see that. What is your process of a costume choice? And how do you choose what to do? I know you probably filled this out a little bit earlier, but if you can elaborate a little bit on that.
My process of costume choice.
Yeah.
A lot of it actually comes from inspiration from other people.
Yeah.
In the retrospect of some friends of mine will come up and say, I think you would be great doing this character. I was like, oh, okay. And I'll have a look at it, and then I'll actually research the character and think, could I actually do this? Could I pull it off? Could I have fun doing it? So that's one of my processes. The other one is if I see a character that I really like or something that I don't think anyone has done before, or not many people, that's a big influence on me as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to try to do characters that will put a bit of, oh, that's a really cool idea into other people, or I've never seen that done before, or he does that really well.
Right. Oh, awesome. Oh, excellent. All right, so we got one last question. This one's a bit of a long one, but this one's definitely my favorite question. I'm going to ask quite a few people this one.
Okay.
All right, everyone has their dream cosplay, something extravagant that isn't as realistic as you would like. But what is your dream cosplay that you seriously aim to complete at some point in your life? Something that you will cosplay, and why that character?
Oh, that's a really good question. Wow.
And that is by Aiden Bottomless Pit Wing. If you've met him, he was Johnny Bravo at Supanova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. What would be my ultimate? Wow, that's a very, very tricky question. Because I've already cosplayed a couple of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Another character that I would love to do would be Black Panther.
Right.
But wow, I don't know, something massive.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I would love to do something massive, probably involving stilts.
Oh, okay.
Well, one thing I would actually like to do, and this could be tricky, it would be like Slender Man.
Right.
But not the Slender Man you see everywhere, which is just a morph suit, a guy in a morph suit wearing a suit.
Yeah.
But a proper, like, 10 or 15 foot tall Slender Man with really long legs and arms and tentacles going everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And if the tentacles could move,
Oh, yeah, that would be
pretty sick.
That would be pretty awesome, yeah. I mean,
But
like...
I don't think I could actually tell you what my ultimate dream cosplay would be, because I don't know if I have one yet.
Oh, that's cool. Well, as long as you got stuff in the process that's going up in your mind, that's all that matters. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. That'd be really difficult to make, but that would be really awesome to see.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how
that would challenge me, I reckon.
Yeah, that's right. I've never seen a cosplay of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. I would love to see that, but you describing that's very, very similar to. But I would love to see that. That'd be awesome.
I'd like to cosplay the Kraken.
That'd be awesome. It would be cool if we had the Kraken and the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars battling each other. How funny would that be?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Well, anyways, we're getting to the end of this. So basically, have you got any final words about anything in general?
About anything in general?
Yep.
Save the whales.
Save the whales.
Just keep doing your things. If anyone out there wants to cosplay and you're not sure if you should, you should.
Yep.
pretty much. There's no reason why you shouldn't. If anyone says you shouldn't, they're wrong. Pretty much. There's cosplay anything.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to do what you love doing.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to bring me pizza tonight, they can.
No problem. All right, dude. Well, thanks so much for being part of this. You're very well outspoken, and you definitely explained things really well. So I guess.
Good. Well, I hope people at home, when they're watching this, they can understand what the hell I'm talking about, and I'm not boring them to death.
Well, no worries. So I guess we'll see you for Oz Comic Con, if not beforehand.
Oh, definitely, I'll be there.
All right, buddy. All right. You have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.
You too.
All
Take
right.
care now.
Yeah.
Bye then.
Alrighty. That was Dylan, everyone. He is definitely a very, very funny character. So I guess we'll begin to our next topic. So I am actually going to be changing costumes. So if you just give me a second, I'll be right with you. Hey guys, you like my costume change? So this is one of my favourite costumes. I always have a lot of fun dressing up as Sonic. I'm not wearing the helmet. I'm wearing this hat instead. But anyway, we might as well get to our next guest. Now, we are going to be talking to Ollie. She will be talking about AVCon. Now, I've chosen her specifically because she actually did some volunteer work for AVCon. So basically, we'll be. I've got my own questions for her, and as before, we're going to be taking questions from other cosplayers. So we might as well get things started now. I'll also like to add that Ollie's a very talented cosplayer. She has her own Facebook page, which we'll get to when we start talking to her. So let's get things started. We'll give Ollie a call. Hope she'll answer. Let's give it a shot. Hey Ollie, how are you?
Hi.
Good. How's your day been so far?
Good.
No problem. So anyway, thanks for being part of this. By the way, I really do enjoy your cosplays. You do a really good job. So I just want to start by asking you, I'm very curious. You entered a cosplay comp in 2011. Can you just quickly tell us about that and give us a bit of background and that sort of thing?
The Madman Cosplay Comp.
Yep.
I entered in the Madman Cosplay Comp in 2011, as you said, I think. Can't remember, I'm always hazy on dates. That was the last competition I entered, because I wanted to do something bigger than the smaller AVCon comps, and the Madman comp is like a massive Australian one, and I passed the Adelaide round, say, Adelaide represent, and I did that, and then I went to Brisbane, and I got to compete with a whole lot of other amazing cosplays, and I just got blown out of the water. They were so amazing, and just so incredible, and their skits were just, oh my goodness, and I was like, there's a photo of me watching my fellow competitors, and I'm just like, in complete awe, because they were just so awesome, because I got to see them practice their skits beforehand, but never in the in their costumes, and I've never seen anything like it. It was amazing. Brisbane Madman, the final competition was just, oh my goodness, it was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I haven't been to a Brisbane con yet, but that's something I definitely will consider doing. I've heard they throw a lot of good ones.
Massive. It's so massive. All the guests are there, and they all go to the Brisbane one because it's so big, and the space is so big, and it's just amazing. All the cosplays there are amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing. All right, awesome. So I'm gonna take this hat off because it's irritating me.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, so anyway, just give me a sec. I'm a little bit unprepared, but anyway, I'll start by before we get into AVCon, I'll just start by asking you what got you interested into cosplaying and why do you enjoy it so much?
What got me into cosplay? I watched Naruto on Cheese TV or Toasted TV. I can't remember either one, and that's when it kind of all started. And my cousin, she took me to my first AVCon in 2006, back when it was at like the Adelaide University or something. I think it was really small, like it was teeny tiny, and I was like, there's other people crazy and weird like me. And then in 2007 was my first costume as Soda Andy from Armageddon, and I still have it. It's potato sack, but I did it. No one on stage, and it was amazing.
Yep.
And then 2008 was Katniss, and I took a big leap, and it looked a lot better, and that was a lot of fun. And I did a skit, and I won best skit, and it kind of just grew from there. Like, I watched a lot of cartoons when I was like a little kid. Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon. I think it was Cardcaptors on like TV or something, and I grew up with that, and I didn't even know it was anime at the time. So I guess I always loved it.
Yeah. No, I used to watch Cardcaptors too. It was a very, very interesting anime back in the day.
Oh my goodness, I remember acting it out with my friends.
Oh, awesome. All right. Just before we get to AVCon, can you just tell us a little bit about your Facebook page? How many likes you've got and what you feature on there?
I think I'm at 1,080 maybe now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's taken a leap. If I was a little bit more productive and uploaded my pictures better and was a little bit, I don't know, more like Loxy. She's so brilliant on there.
Yeah.
She does a lot of stuff and a lot of tutorials. But if I was a little bit more like her, I probably would be to maybe as many likes as her. But I use my cosplay page mostly for documenting like my costumes and showing other people that if they want to do it, they can achieve it as well. And we all start from somewhere. So mine is more kind of like a push for other people to do it. Like they ask me questions of like, how can I get a cheap costume, or do you know anywhere where I can get a cheap costume? So I'll source places for them and help them out. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that's what my costume page is for, helping.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. What are you dressed as now? You wore that at Supanova, didn't you?
Yeah, I kind of did a dress down version. It's Bee and Puffy Cat. I'm wearing my bee wig and like I have my bee top on.
Okay. Oh,
and I
awesome.
just put in a flower crown because it was cute. So
Oh, okay.
A little bit of costume, but
Yeah.
yeah, not very.
No problem. So anyway, like with AVCon as that con alone, how would you describe how much fun it is exactly?
AVCon was my first con, so it will always be in my heart. It's where everyone goes, all my friends goes, everyone takes work off of it. There's barely a single person I know that does not attend it. It's a feel good place for friends, and you meet a lot of people there that you'll never forget. Like that's where I've met all my friends, and seriously, I go there. Like I just go there to see everyone. Like, and then you get the massive con blues after because like it's just back to like snap back to normal life, and you're not with your friends and you're not on the group, so you're laughing, and that's what AVCon is, just being with your friends and having a good time.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I was kicking myself last year when I heard Jade and Ryan was there from Cheese TV. I didn't even know AVCon existed. And I wasn't last year, it was the year before. I didn't even know AVCon existed till last year, actually. One of my high school friends told me about it, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, no, but it's getting a lot bigger now, so it's good that they're starting, like Jessica Negri.
Yep.
They got her to come down, and like there's rumors of her coming back to visit Adelaide and AVCon and doing an Australian con tour thing, and that's really exciting. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, well, Spike Spencer said definitely AVCon was the best opening ceremony he's ever been to, which I think surprised a lot of people.
Amazing?
Yes, I think that surprised a lot of people actually, including the staff. So, but anyway, like all right, so we're going to get into the fun stuff for you. Like, you got to do volunteer work and you got to meet Jessica Negri.
Yeah, I worked with Peter in the photo booth, so the AVCon photo booth. I will help out every since Crispin Freeman. I started helping out with Peter in the photo booth because I wanted to do something with my con time because I do get spare time to go around and walk around, but I do really enjoy helping Peter in the photo booth and meeting all the guests and helping people get their photos done with them, and that's really nice to like when I see people who know my page and they come up to me and they're like, hi, I follow you on your page, it's like them but with someone bigger like Jessica Negri who has 1 million so that's amazing.
Yeah, no, she's definitely
Wow.
she's getting pretty big. That's right. I mean, it
Yeah.
seems like you two were like BFFs for the whole weekend, actually.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's the most loveliest person. Like, I can't explain how beautiful soul she is. She's amazing. Yeah.
She really is. She's pretty much just like us, pretty much. Like, you know, she...
Oh, she's so down to earth. I was so worried. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know what she's going to be like, but she's like the most normal person. She's the dorkiest normal person you'll ever meet. Yeah.
She really
so I was
relates...
glad AVCon got her.
Yeah.
AVCon made a really good choice there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Did you hear that she might be doing an Australian tour next year? Did you see that on her Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully she comes back to
down to
Africa.
Adelaide. She'll come back down to Adelaide. I'll make sure.
Oh, it's freaking amazing. Are you still in contact with her?
Yeah. We talk when she gets a spare moment. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell her Freezer said hello.
I will.
Awesome. She just relates to everybody so well. Like, you know, the fact that
Yeah.
she's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan like myself. So. Excellent. All right. So next one I'll get to. What's your favorite cosplay you've done so far out of all your cosplays?
A lot of for me, my favorite costume was Bee and Princess Jellyfish because I relate to them on a really weird kind of level because I fell in love with Bee and Puppy Cat. Like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, like my heart just melted when I saw her character, so I had to do her. So complexity wise, a lot of people would say that my best costume was Asta from Trinity Blood, that blue one that I did, which was a vampire. That took me ages. Like,
Yeah.
that was the one that I entered in Mad Men, that one. So
Yeah.
out of all my work, I'd say that one was definitely the hardest and most complex, and I hand painted that, and I used real gems, which cost me an arm and a leg to glue on there, and
Right.
it was crazy, but it was totally worth it. Like, the end product was amazing. But my favorite characters was Princess Jellyfish and Bee and
Okay.
Puppy Cat. Yeah, they were definitely my two favorites. I just love getting in their costumes and being them. It's just amazing. So yeah,
Okay.
those two.
All right. I'll look into that. When we're on that subject, what is your favorite cosplay you've seen so far that you've seen at all the cons you've been to all these years? If you can pick one, I know it's hard.
I think everyone I meet, I'm just in complete awe of because I know, like, some of them, even if they buy it, like, they look amazing, and like all my friends, the people I meet, they just, like, they blow me away every single time. Like, a few of them haven't done much sewing yet. They've done this amazing costume, and like, I think I like every costume I see because of how amazing that person is for, you know, achieving it themselves.
Yeah.
Probably my most favorite one that I just died was my friend Zia. She also did a Trinity Blood costume,
All right.
cosplay, and I can't remember the character's name. It's really hard, but it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Like, it was gorgeous. It was hand painted like mine, and I fell in love with her, and we became friends because I was hiding underneath her giant skirt.
Oh, okay.
Giant breast skirt. That's how we became friends. But out of everyone, her costume's definitely stuck with me the most because it was just beautiful. Yeah.
Awesome. No, awesome. I'd just also like to know if there's anything at any con that you could add to the event. What do you think should be done to make it more fun and enjoyable, if you can think of anything?
For AVCon, I don't know. I'd love to see more vendors.
Right.
Like, to spend more money. Because, like, more vendors would definitely be amazing. I mean, we're getting more and more variety, but, like, more would be lovely. But, you know, there's people coming. So when AVCon, hopefully since it's become so big, we get more people coming interstate to set up their stalls.
Yeah.
That would be really amazing because I love seeing, like, you know, handmade crafts and all of that. That's really nice to, like, sink my teeth in. And, else? No, like, AVCon's definitely grown. Like, their game sections have gotten massive now. Like, the huge LAN parties are amazing to see. Like, all those computers are crazy. And like they're using more of the floor now, and it's really amazing to see how much it's grown since when I went back in 2006.
Alrighty.
But I've kept every single one of my little lanyards as well. Like, back in AVCon, they used to you used to be able to put your name on them, so people would come up and say, "Hi, Olivia," and you'd be like, "Hi, CyberGeek101," and it was kind of really awesome. So maybe if they bring that back, that'd be really cool, because I kind of, you kind of knew everyone's name, so it was like that much more closer you became with everyone else, because you knew their name already, even if it was like Foxtrot or something really strange.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, so I think, even though that would probably boost up, the prices and stuff, because the time it would take to put names on individually, I think that's why they stopped it. But that's another reason why I loved AVCon so much, is because you got, a personal little name on your head.
That's cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but no, it's amazing. I don't know what they could improve to make it better. This year I was blown out the water completely. I rocked up and I was like, what? And the opening ceremony, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, no, it's
no way.
True dedication.
That was amazing.
Well, on that note that you said, trying to get other people for booths and all that sort of thing, interstate, hopefully I've convinced these two girls that I've met in Melbourne. Have you seen Audette Jupiter, the Facebook page?
Yeah, the two really pretty girls, the one with the teal hair.
Yeah, they'll be part of this podcast, by the way. But hopefully I've convinced them to come to AVCon next year. I talked to them about it, and they said they'll definitely consider it. So.
Yeah, AVCon's massive now, so they definitely should. I mean, we have quite a few attendees now, so yeah.
Awesome. Oh, awesome. All right. I've pretty much finished all the questions I want to ask you, but I'm going to go to a few people I've asked on Facebook. Some of these people I'm sure that you know. Okay. Suzanne Ovston. If I pronounced her name right, I'm sorry.
I think you did.
Okay, good.
Hi, Suzanne.
If you could change one thing about the cosplay community, what would it be?
The hate. I changed the hate and the things people say behind other people's backs. I think that's massive in every cosplay community in Brisbane and Sydney, everywhere. Probably even in America, the same. I changed the hate, because really, someone shouldn't look at someone else's costume. It's like, oh, well, I did that better. It's like, no, because that means someone else that did it better than you. That's not how it works. It's, wow, they did a really good job, and I appreciate that stitch work. Or, wow, I didn't think of sewing it like they did. I think that's what it should more be like, appreciating other people's work and going, wow, they did a really good job. And, I think that's what cosplay should be about, looking at a person and going, I want to be that good, not, oh, look at them, they're probably really rude because they look really good. So I think I'd change that, the hate and the negativity about it, make it more positive and, family, kind of bring everyone together, despite, if you're cosplaying the same character kind of thing,
Yeah, no, I'm right on with you with that. That's why I like Jessica Negri's panel so much, because she's pretty, she doesn't care about that publicity. She can ignore that, but, I really like how
she makes jokes about it.
Probably right on with that opinion. Yeah, she does a really
good job of ignoring it,
Yeah, awesome. All right, E-Man Photicus. You know E-Man pretty well? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What's been a highlight of making your cosplays?
Wearing them. Yeah, definitely putting them all together, because I don't put them on properly, makeup and hair, until the day of the con. So wearing them definitely has to be the highlight of making them.
Alrighty, cool. No worries. Glenn Hall wants to know, when you're actually making a new costume, do you actually start with the hardest parts first, or do you do the easiest parts first to get them all out of the way?
I think I do the hardest parts last. Or I try and avoid them as much as I can until a week before the con or a night before.
Okay. Can you give us an example of one of your costumes to explain that, though?
Huh?
Can you give us an example of which costume you probably can relate to that question at all?
Well, with my being puppy cat, it was my little puppy cats in my hair I left until Fila.
Alrighty.
Because they were so freaking freaking tedious and tiny, and I was just so over it.
Yeah.
Like, I had to buy more material because I stuffed it up at some point because I just was so over pattern making and getting it wrong that I just kind of winged it and made it work.
Okay. No problem. Alrighty. Well, we're pretty much heading to the end of it. Do you have any final words about any topic at all?
No, you pretty much, like, actually went through everything, so I was going to add some stuff, but no, not really. That's all good.
Oh, good. I'm glad I covered everything then, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, anyway, thanks so much for being part of this, and I hope...
That's alright.
That's cool. So, Miss Olli Cosply is her page, everyone, and hopefully this will get you some more likes as well.
Hopefully it gets more people cosplaying as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
for. One of us.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Ollie.
Alright, bye.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Alright, that was Ollie, everyone. That was, she's definitely really well spoken. So, guess we'll get to our next topic. So, I'm going to change my clothes again because it's bloody hot in this thing. And, I'll see you guys in a second. I changed again. Here's my Shield Agent costume that I've worn many times. But we are going to be talking now about Manifest. Now, we are going to be talking to Ben. He lives in Melbourne. I actually met him at Comic-Con last year, and when I met him, I was dressed up as Vegeta, and so was he. It's kind of funny how the first time I saw this guy, when I was lining up to get into Comic-Con, and I was dressed up as Vegeta, and he was with another guy dressed up as Vegeta. The second they saw me, they were all like, "Oh, come on!" But, you know, a lot of people wanted to share the experience of dressed up as one of their favourite characters while meeting the voice actor Christopher Sabat. But we are going to be talking about Manifest because he's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, and we will get to which guest was at Manifest, and I seriously wish I could have gone there. So this is a con I've never been to, so this is going to be a very interesting topic we're going to get to. So let's get to it. Let's give Ben a call right now. Let's do it. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. You got a really good setup back there behind you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I got prepared for a special occasion.
Ah, excellent. This is going to be fun. I got to say that Manifest is definitely something I wanted to go to, like I told you, but being a big Dragon Ball Z fan just like you, so but yeah, I really it was a really good weekend to actually see how all your pictures turned out when you were dressed up as Android 16.
Thank you. Definitely one of my most successful weekends.
Yeah, no
Had a lot
problem.
of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'll definitely consider going there next year. Hopefully, they've got have some more good anime voice actors there next year. That'd be freaking amazing.
Oh, I'll let you know.
Oh, excellent. All right. Anyways, so if we're gonna just dive right into this, just first of all, just let me know before we actually start talking about the con. Just tell us about what got you interested in cosplaying and why do you enjoy it so much?
I guess it all came around. I only started cosplaying about 8 years ago, just simple ones.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a matter of escapism in a way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's just fun for a couple of days to just be someone else. Whether you're a soulless killing machine or a maniacal mercenary.
Yep.
I mean, to me, that's what cosplay is about. It's just fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, as you saw on Supanova back in Adelaide, that Saturday or Sunday as Professor Oak.
Yeah.
Was so much fun. And to see everyone else's response at it for it was just great.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I mean, the girl that I spoke to about AVCon that you'll see in this podcast is the one that posted that picture of you the other day on her cosplay page, so...
Oh, man, I'm amazed at the response I got from that one. It's definitely one I'll do again.
No, it was excellent. Like, you know, it was a lot of fun actually finding you in all those photos for all those tags that I gave you the following day. All these Pokemon trainers and all that. Yeah, no, awesome start. Alright, so as the con alone, how much would you describe how much fun it actually is?
Cons themselves are great fun.
Yep.
Being in a just big area with so many like-minded people, that's what's fun for me. just looking at all this stuff or all these other costumes and just realizing that you're not really alone as much as people would used to think.
Yeah.
Because cosplaying and like geek culture these days, it's not a stigmata anymore. Everyone's into it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the nerds don't have to be afraid anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly right. I mean, like, Manifest is, you know, which location did they have it at?
Alright, the last 3 years, I think they've had it at the Melbourne Showgrounds.
Oh, okay, perfect.
The years before that, I remember one year they had it at Melbourne University. That was my first one.
Ah, okay.
But back then it was pretty chaotic setup. So it was like,
Yeah.
But once I found out they were having it at the Showgrounds, that's when I really started paying attention.
Okay. Okay, no, awesome. I mean, like, I've only been cosplaying for, like, this year and last year, and the very first time was at Oz Comic Con meeting Sean Shammer when I was dressed up as Goku, so... But hopefully he'll come back and you'll get a chance to meet him as well.
Oh, he'll definitely be back.
Yeah.
Goku!
Alright, so how would you, compare Manifest to the other cons you've attended to?
Now, see, that's the interesting thing about... If you look at the major 4 cons in Australia,
Yep.
which are Armageddon, and your Supanova, and now your Oz Comic Con,
Yep.
they have a lot of financial backing
Yeah.
that they're able to get, like superstars like William Shatner,
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart, Stan Lee.
Mm.
Manifest doesn't really have that much of a financial base, and the majority of their guests are, as anime would go, voiceover stars.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, because that keeps Manifest more low-key. The focus is more on, I guess, cosplaying, I guess.
Yeah.
That's where Manifest is different.
Yeah.
So, it's better, but it's not as grand,
Oh, okay.
which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no, how long has Manifest been going for in Melbourne?
I think Manifest is actually going for a lot longer than people expect. I
Yeah.
think I want to say 10 years or maybe over 10 years,
Yeah?
because I've only lived in Melbourne since 2006,
Right.
and my first was in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been going on for a few years before that,
Yeah.
but only in the last few years has it really started to gain a lot of momentum.
Right.
And there's a lot more to Manifest than just that. They have a lot of other sort of mini cons at the same time. They have like a midnight ball called Amaranth, I believe.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go to that because it's very much like a fancy dress cocktail party.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't get to go this year, but I hope to go next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Pardon me.
that's alright. They kind of have one of those here in Adelaide called Neko Nation, and that's like an anime, like sort of a club night, so it must be very similar to that one. Yeah.
I've heard of that. A friend of mine either went or wants to go to that.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a blast if I could ever get to it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I missed out on it this year. I mean, I think they do have it in other states, and I'm pretty sure they do it in Sydney as well, so I'm not sure if
I
that's...
think he's going to the Sydney one, yeah.
Okay. Alright, no, awesome. No, heaps good. Alright, no, good. This is doing really well so far. I just, the next one we can obviously talk about is, the guests that arrived to Manifest. Now, we already know who you're going to be talking about, like, me dying of jealousy that I didn't get to meet him, and that's why I so wanted to go. Kyle Hubert, who does the voice of Gohan, Teen Gohan, and the narrator of DBZ. What was it like meeting him? Oh yeah, and Kamina as well. What was it like meeting him?
He was awesome. I met him a few years ago at an Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
I think. But that was when I was really nervous. I wasn't cosplaying at all. But this year, when I did my cosplay as Android 16, I went with a friend of mine and her sister. We did Android 16, 17, and 18.
Yep.
And she's really good friends with Kyle and Sean Schemmel, Christopher Sabat.
Yep.
And we actually got to hang out with him a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Behind the scenes, and he's a really nice guy. He's really funny. He's
he's really like tall and larger than life. He's got a really good sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've seen his YouTube channel, and I definitely saw the one where he was recording you and Angie and tweeting your hair and all that stuff. That was pretty good. If you
I was so nervous. I was like,
got...
what do I do?
Yeah. No, I'm sure that was amazing. I mean, I kind of like I remember at Oz Comic Con when I met Chris Sabat for the second time, I kind of felt bad that so many people were coming up to him saying, "Oh, is Funimation dubbing Battle of Gods?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know."
Stop asking me that.
Oh, he wasn't really like that, but I could tell that it was probably getting to him at one point. But he's so nice to his fans and all that. Did he get that when he was in Manifest or Carl?
A few people asked him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
But I reckon the second he'll know, he'll let us know.
Yeah.
What year are we in? 2013? Probably won't happen until next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he said. He said if it does happen, probably won't happen until mid next year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, Chris Abbott said he definitely wants to do it. I mean, because he's still good friends with a lot of the actors and all that, especially since he invited, like, quite a few of them to do Bioshock 2 with him when he did that game back in the day. So yeah, no, that'd be excellent if that could happen. I mean, I did hear that Kyle actually went to YCon this year, which is in Perth in February. He went with who did he go with? He went with Cara Edwards, does the voice of Goten and Videl. Well, they actually went to YCon. If only I knew.
Oh God! Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and for all other anime fans out there, which were the other guests at Manifest?
This year it was pretty small. The only other big guest was the voice of Oscar Langley from Evangelion.
Oh, okay.
For the life of me, I can't remember her name. I think it's Tiffany.
Mhm.
Tiffany Woods, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. I didn't get a chance to get anything with her because I would have loved to.
Yeah.
Even though I still haven't watched all the rest of Evangelion.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Like I said about Manifest, a lot of their stars are voiceovers, and they're also doing it volunteering.
Okay.
Like the year before, they had 3 of the guys out from Team 4-Star.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they literally did it just as a thing, I guess. They didn't do it for money. They weren't signing for money. They were signing for free.
Yeah.
So that was really good of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes back to Manifest doesn't really have that much.
Okay.
Or that bigger roster of people coming.
Yeah.
Which is, like I said, it's both a good and bad thing.
Okay. All right. No
Not
problem.
a bad thing.
All right. Cool. No problem. All right. The next thing I guess we can go with is what has been what's been your favorite costume you've done so far?
Ooh. Gosh. Can I pick 3?
Sure you can do it. The floor is yours. No problem.
I've got my top. I've got number 1.
Okay.
But Professor Oak.
Right.
Was
Yep.
So much fun, and so was Android 16.
Right.
But my number 1 costume, Piccolo.
Oh, that I have not seen. That I've not seen yet.
Oh man, if you go back like a couple of years, I think I did it in 2010.
Okay.
It wasn't my greatest. I mean, I feel now with everything I know, I could probably do it better.
Yeah.
But no, Piccolo was definitely my favorite costume to do. I had a friend of mine come in and do the green face makeup. I had the turban and the ears.
Yep. Yep.
That was a good day. And I did it with 5 other friends who did Goku, Tien, Android 17 and 18. And literally, we couldn't go 5 steps without someone asking for a photo.
Okay.
So that was probably my favorite one.
I know the feeling. When I was dressed up as Freezer at AVCon, I was stopped so
That's
freaking
true.
often.
See, when I saw the photos of the contacts,
Yeah, no, it's huge,
contacts,
man.
man, they freaked me out.
Yeah, that's right. I definitely bumped into your friend Angie during that weekend as well when I was dressed up as Freezer, so.
Oh, she would have loved it.
But anyway, the next thing I could ask you is, what is your favorite costume you've seen at a con that someone else has actually worn? I know this is a hard one, but yeah.
One that blew me away was one that I just saw at Supanova.
Right.
Someone dressed up as the character of Saber from Technoman.
Okay.
An old anime from like the mid '90s.
Okay.
Just all the pieces that he put together. It was big. It was like out there. He even had the weapon. It was marvelous.
Oh, is that the one with the big red costume?
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I've started talking to him because that's the second time I met him that weekend. But my friend Dylan's good friends with him, and he actually entered the Madman Cosplay Con.
Yeah, I saw that on Madman's page on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm gutted he didn't win. He should have won.
Well,
I'm sorry. I know a lot of people may not like that, but
yeah. No, if you go to AVCon's YouTube channel, you can actually see him winning, coming first in that. That's how he became the runner-up for Brisbane. So you can actually look that video up if you're interested. But he yeah, but he did a different costume, but it was one of the other characters from that. So yeah, no, he pulled it off pretty good. All right.
Any other favorites? I can't think off the top of my head. There's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take too long to...
No, that's good. Yeah, no problem. The next question I can go for is, okay. If there's anything you could add to Manifest to make it more enjoyable experience, what do you reckon would be a good idea for that?
Ooh, that's a toughie. Wait a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow. I think going back once again to my earlier point about it's more about guests, I guess. Having maybe just a couple more. This is not a bad comment on Manifest's part.
Yeah.
But yeah, just having maybe a few more guests. Few more vendors. I mean, I know being a smaller con, it's hard to get vendors to invest their time and money in it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what I'd add.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We can never have enough vendors at any of these cons, really. That's for sure.
Then there's always the problem about having the money to spend it.
That's exactly right. No, that's all right. I'll definitely take that. That's no problem. Yeah, a lot of people would agree with you, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, I think I'm done with all my questions. Let me just double check. I'm a little bit unorganized.
That's my definition of life.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I've covered all what I need to say now. I'm just going to go to a few other questions that I've got asked other cosplayers, sorry. Some of these people from Adelaide and some are from Melbourne, so I'll just trying to find the ones I'm asking you, because some of these questions I'm repeating from some of the other ones, but I'll start with this one. This is if you remember seeing the Vegeta walking around at Supanova, this is her. This is Rachel Bramford, so she's from Adelaide. Her question is, how and why do you choose particular cosplays? What makes you want to represent them or respect that particular character?
See, this one's a two-pronged answer.
Yep.
First one is, I think I pick a character that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that draws me to a character.
Yep, I do that. I do that all the time. That's exactly what I do.
I like doing things that no one would have seen before. Hence my Professor Oak cosplay with all three starters.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Never seen that before. And if I have seen it before, I want to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
I want to do it a little bit more sort of modern and realistic.
Yep.
And I guess as far as respect, I mean, just picking my favorite characters from shows like Vegeta, Piccolo, future, it's just people who I think just represent me as a person. Shut up, Cole. Sorry, my cat.
That's okay.
Yeah, so that's me in a nutshell, just doing
Yeah.
things that are completely unique.
Yeah, no, good, very good answer. Definitely, I can relate to you on that. That's what I do. I mean, like, I've never seen Freezer before. I've never seen a Shield agent before. That's the direction I go to as well. So that's usually what I do. So, okay, Victoria Gridley. She's from Melbourne. She has a question, which is, what is your process of a costume choice? How do you choose what you do? You've kind of answered that, I'd reckon. But is there anything else you can elaborate on that as well, or?
I can. Once I've picked the character, it's more of a process of how to do it.
Yeah.
For example, when I've done Vegeta twice now.
Right.
And as we know, he has a suit of armor. The process of making that armor, that's the most challenging part of pretty much any cosplay, I think anyone will agree with. Finding the right materials, the right process to get it all working together.
Yeah.
Finding the time to do it. The first time I did Vegeta, I was working on it until like 6 o'clock the night before it was meant to be ready. But any cosplayer will tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. That happens to the best of us, that's for sure.
Yep.
No, awesome. Now I think I might have one more. This one's going to be a tough one. I think Dylan had a lot of fun. Dylan had a lot of fun answering this one for Oz Comic Con. But okay, so this is if you saw Johnny Bravo at Supanova, this is him. His name's Aiden Wing.
I did see Johnny Bravo really quickly.
Okay, his question is, everyone has their dream cosplay, something extravagant that isn't as realistic as you'd like, but what is your dream cosplay that you seriously aim to complete at some point? Something that you will cosplay. What would that be?
Ooh. Dream cosplay, eh?
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah, no, that's for sure. A lot of people have a lot of difficulty doing Iron Man. I've only ever seen two in Australia. One here in Adelaide and one here at I think he's from Brisbane. I think he was definitely at Supanova. I saw him walking around. But yeah, Iron Man.
I think I've seen two.
Yep.
I saw one at Supanova in Adelaide.
Yep.
And his was really good.
Yep.
I've seen one at Melbourne Oz Comic Con, I think.
Yeah.
His was really good too.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot over the internet.
Yeah.
All really good.
Yeah.
Mine, however, I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, I did see one more. I did see one more Iron Man at Armageddon. That one was really good. I like that one.
I've seen the War Machine from Iron Man 2.
Yes, yep.
He had the Gatling gun on his shoulder that really turned around.
Yeah.
That guy was crazy.
Yeah, no, that one definitely has been done here in Adelaide as well. At AVCon last year. Hers was really good.
Jealous.
No, but no, like Iron Man is very hard to do. I really like seeing those. I mean, some people probably would disagree with me, but I also like seeing those Iron Man costumes that they do a Loki version of Iron Man or like a Captain America version of Iron Man or something like that. So I like those sort of ones. Those ones are pretty sweet. Yeah, I did see a Loki version of Iron Man with the Iron Man suit with the the antlers that he has like at Armageddon at yeah, it looks really good though. It sounds funny, but it looks really good. It was at Armageddon in New Zealand. Yeah. When I find it, I'll link it to you. I reckon you probably might find that one interesting. But yeah, no. I hope to see more of them at future cons. They're really, really well done, I think. So.
That'd be funny.
Well, anyways, we're pretty much at the end of this. Do you have any final words about any topic in general? Wrap things up.
Just reaching out to anyone who hasn't been to Manifest. I mean, Manifest itself more lends itself to, as the title would suggest, manga and anime.
Yep.
I always used to pronounce it anime. Imagine how much of an idiot I felt. But if you're into anime, give Manifest a shot.
Yeah.
It's a good con for that thing.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'll definitely consider going next year for sure. I mean, I definitely want to go to Armageddon next year. There's no way I'd miss next year. I mean, I had so much fun at that one. And Supanova in Melbourne, I definitely want to consider as well. Manifest, I'll see if I can gather the money up and try and make 3 trips. I love cons in Melbourne. You guys throw such good cons in Melbourne. They're freaking amazing.
Adelaide was good too. My first Adelaide ran perfectly.
Yep, no worries. Well, I guess I'll see you at Oz Comic Con next year because you want to meet
I got to meet Mike McFarlane.
Yes, that's right. Keep the Dragon Ball Z voice actor list checked off. This will be my 6th Dragon Ball Z voice actor I've met, so I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
I think I've got 5.
Yep.
Sean, Chris, Eric, Kyle. Okay, maybe 4.
Okay.
That'll be my 5th.
Oh, did you say Damien? Damien Clark?
Yes.
Yep. There you go. 5. There you go.
That was 5.
Yep. All right, no worries, dude. Well, look, thanks so much for being part of this, and I guess we'll I'll see you sometime next year, and we might do this again for another vlog or something like that.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries, dude. All right. Well, thanks a lot, and I'll chat to you soon. All right.
All right, cool.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Ben, everyone. He's such a good sport. I really enjoyed that. Like Manifest, like I said, is something I really want to be a part of this year, but I'm glad he covered a lot of things for me. It sounds like a very good con. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get changed again, and we are going to do our very, very last segment. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in a sec. Hey, guys, I've got some really, really startling news before we actually get onto our next topic. That's why I haven't changed from this costume yet. I've got some very, very interesting, very, very sad news, actually. Literally about 20 minutes ago from our friend Ben, who we just had our last segment with. So I'm going to call him back, and we are actually going to discuss it right away. So just give me a moment. Hey Ben, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. It's raining a little bit here in Adelaide, so that might be a sign. I haven't said anything just yet, but I'll let you get the ball rolling and letting everybody know what you just told me a few minutes ago.
Alright. Basically, literally a few hours after I recorded my session last night on this Con-Cast, I started seeing some posts on Facebook about the convention I covered, Manifest, possibly ending. And just a few hours ago, I found out that it is actually true. Manifest is now over.
Okay. It's really, really a sad day then, that's for sure. I mean, it makes me wish I could have gone this year just to be involved with the last part of it, you know. I'm curious to know what the fans are really going to think of this, and probably past guests that you guys have had as well.
Well, I'll try and get in contact with a couple of the people, the guests that they've had before, who would have loved to have come again, and see what they think about it. All the past people who have gone, they're very understanding about it. A lot of people are saying that it has been going downhill the last couple of years, that maybe it's time. But then there's the other side of people saying, no, don't quit, no, please. And based on what I've seen the official Manifest people say, it has done its time. Like I said in my session, it is a fan-run event.
Right.
It's fan-funded event, so it's very expensive. And I think the major driving factor is that Australia has 4 big conventions now. It has Oz Comic Con, Supanova, and Oz Comic Con, Supanova, and Adelaide.
Yeah.
And now Manifest. And the simple fact that the first 3 have more money to get bigger guests, everyone's choosing to spend their money there.
Right.
And not at Manifest.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the other thing I'm curious about, has Manifest had any vendors from other states? Do you know anything about that, if they have?
Not from other states, no. It's they're mostly, Manifest keeps it mostly in Melbourne.
Right.
You very rarely see another vendor from interstate. For example, like Armageddon.
Yeah.
They're based in Sydney.
Yeah.
And you'll see them at Brisbane and Melbourne, Adelaide, and Melbourne and Brisbane, Armageddon, and Supanova, but not Manifest.
Okay. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It makes me really hope that this doesn't happen to other exclusive cons in other states like AVCon in Perth, and I pray to God this doesn't happen in Adelaide. AVCon's getting really, really big, and I'm hoping it'll still continue on. I mean, like, AVCon is kind of very similar to Manifest, how it all started, and now they're getting pretty big because they've had such great guests like Jessica Negri and Spike Spencer this year. I remember the year before last they even had Jaden Ryan from Cheese TV.
I am so jealous of that too.
Yeah, I missed out on it too. I mentioned that in my AVCon piece in this video, so you'll be seeing how much I was kicking myself for not going to that. But I'm really hoping that doesn't happen at AVCon, and who knows, this could open a door for a new con in the future if some Melbourne, if someone wants to take it on. But
possibly. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Manifest Organisational Committee looked at every possible other avenue.
Yeah.
Like downsizing the event, moving the venue. But, yeah, they wouldn't have given up without a fight. And this wasn't easy for them. And it's definitely not easy for any of the fans.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that really sucks, and I was looking forward to considering going next year, but yeah, doesn't mean it's over for me. I'll definitely be coming back to Melbourne for a bunch more cons in the future for sure. But yeah, thanks for letting us know this. And if anybody here has anything to add, I really like to see some comments in this video here on YouTube. So hopefully other people like to express some other information that we possibly don't know about it yet. But yeah, I was glad to add this to the video because that was literally within a few hours after you and I finished recording this yesterday, actually. So, but yeah. Bad moment of silence. I understand how you feel. No worries. Well, anyway, thanks for letting me know, and yeah, maybe we could elaborate this in another video or something like that if we ever hear anything new. So yeah, cheers for letting me know that, and I'm glad to add that to this podcast. Wrap things up with that.
No worries.
Alright, dude. Well, you have a good Ava, and I'll talk to you later, alright?
Alright, cool.
Alright, cheers, man.
See ya.
Oh, well, it's a sad ending to that segment of Manifest. But anyways, that's it for Manifest. And I hope a lot of fans had a lot of enjoyment all these years at that con, because it sounded like a really fun con. But anyways, we're going to get to our next segment, so I will see you in a few moments before I change out of my Shield Agent costume. See you soon. Alrighty, now we're on to our final segment. We are going to be talking to Maria and Crystal. Okay, now we are going to be talking about two cons, because we got two people, so this will be a very, very different part of the podcast. Now we're going to be talking about Armageddon and Supanova. Now Armageddon is an exclusive con to Melbourne, and Supanova has started in Brisbane, and they've have now been going to other states like Adelaide and Melbourne and I think Sydney as well. So yeah, but Brisbane's where they started, and then now they're getting pretty big actually. So let's get into it now. These two girls, Maria and Crystal, I met them at Melbourne Oz Comic Con last year. I got to a photo with them and they were dressed up as Dorothy, and I added them both to Facebook, and we've stayed in touch, and they're really, really nice girls. They're nice to talk to. So we'll get to it. We'll give them a call right now and get things started. Hello, girls. How are ya?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good. Everything's good. How's the weather in Melbourne at the moment?
Yeah. Oh, it was really hot today, but I think it's cooling down because I think that might just be the air conditioner. But
okay. It's really
it's
boring.
hot. Chilly outside now compared to what it was before.
Okay. It's really boiling here in my room because I don't have my fan on, but I don't want it to make all this noise, so...
Fair enough. Aircon's on the other side of the room. Otherwise, can you hear maybe a little bit?
No, not really. Just you two.
Great.
Well, before we get started, what are your thoughts on manifests? We discussed it earlier. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm really sad. We had we were attempting to, come up with a really good cosplay for manifest. Obviously just being anime based. We had a really cool Naruto idea that we can still obviously do, but we'll just do it somewhere else rather than manifest.
Alrighty then. Okay.
But we really like manifest. I love anime. Anime is probably more her thing. Yeah. Definitely more my thing. So I'm upset.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to going down there, but I'm sure I'll be back soon. Like Melbourne, you guys throw really cool cons there, that's for sure. So.
Yeah. Well, we do have good cons. Obviously, we'll get into Brisbane's con very soon.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the best cons I've ever been to.
All right.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. I definitely will consider going there next year. I hear a lot of good stuff about Brisbane cons, so for sure.
Yeah. That's why we went.
Birthplace of Supanova.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
So just real quick, you guys have your own Facebook page if you guys want to just have a quick talk about that before we get into it.
We only started our Facebook page about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago when we went to, what's that called?
So where did we go? Was it Supanova that we went to earlier in the year?
It might have been Supanova in Melbourne.
Yeah.
We dressed up as little Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
In the swims.
Yeah.
Not much of a cosplay. That was a lot of fun though. And, we got to share how much we obviously love Star Wars.
Yeah.
And black clothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So what's it called and what do you feature on there most of the time when you log in?
Oh, we just feature a lot of things that we do and what we like, what sort of memes we like as well to share.
It's called Audette Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
The name, it's a little bit confusing. So Christelle Audette and Maria Laurie Jupiter.
Yep.
We grabbed our last names and put them together, and it's Audette Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I remember when you guys first made it, and I was one of the first ones to like them. I think you guys sent me an invite when you had about maybe 30 likes at the time. I can't really remember back then, but
not that we have like hundreds and thousands of followers now, but back
more than 30.
It's more than 30 now.
That's cool. Well, I got you guys a few more likes from Adelaide, so you guys are getting there.
Which makes us really happy. Thank you, by the way, because
that's
we're
right.
really looking forward to making our way across to Adelaide, and it's nice to know that we have fans and people there, and makes us even more excited.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It makes us nervous. It makes me nervous. I feel like we have a lot more of an expectation to live up to now.
Yeah, no, that's cool. All right, well, I think AVCon would be the most perfect con for you guys to make a start at if you want to make a start with that, so that'd be awesome.
It's definitely a must, yeah. We're definitely going to be there.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, no problem. But anyways, I'll just get to the first part of the segment. Let me just look through my notes here. I'm just trying to remember what I've written them down. Oh, here we go. All right. So before we get to the con stuff, we'll just start off with what got you guys interested into cosplaying? Why do you enjoy it so much?
Oh, different reasons, I suppose.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of reasons,
yeah.
I think. Well, we have always been into pop culture, whether it be anime or TV shows or comic books. We've just been, gaming as well. I don't know, to dress up as someone else for the day for me, is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for both of us, it's a lot of fun.
We're like a little boy and a little girl inside. We like all the little boy things, but we like little girl things too, where we get to dress up and we get to do our hair and our makeup. And play all our games and see, we like collaborate our two little boy girl things together, and then we're like a grown up. Funny enough how that happened.
That's an interesting answer. That's a first for this, but no, that's a good answer though. I'll take that. That's pretty good.
We will say, please.
All right. Now, the next bit is I'm just trying to figure out which one to ask next. Actually, all right. Since we're on the topic of talking about both Armageddon and Supanova, and I want to officially say now, because I haven't said in this video at all, I think Armageddon's the best con that I went to all year. I've got to say that was pretty amazing. It was totally the unexpected, and I love that one. But we're going to be talking about Supanova as well, so this will be, it's up to you two which con you guys want to talk about for this question. But as the con alone, how would you describe how much fun it is? So one of you can talk about Supanova, one of you can talk about Armageddon for that question.
Paper, scissors, rock on this one.
Oh,
yep.
You can start off.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Can I get a pick? What would you prefer? Okay.
Alright.
Well, we'll start with maybe. Obviously, we'll go with Armageddon first because that happened earlier in the year. That happened before Brisbane Supanova. Yep. Armageddon. Yeah, really, really good day. Really, really good day. That day that whole weekend were absolutely crazy, hectic. We were at a photo booth the whole day. We were helping out Cosplay, where we did some promotional work for us, promotional work for them. In between, we found enough time to go speak to people. As you saw, Mitch, I can't even, sorry, we spoke to you for 5 minutes and then we had to run off, and then we spoke to you for another 10 minutes and then we had to run off again. And
there were a lot of times when I walked past there and you two just weren't even there, so...
Yeah, that's because we were... That's what I mean, we were running off. We were just running here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
We were, like I said, doing promotional work for us and for them, so it was a really full-on weekend for us. Amazing cosplays. Amazing cosplays. Amazing people, guests as well, Billy Boyd. Very happy we had enough time to even meet Billy Boyd. My favourite Armageddon yet.
Okay.
Definitely my favourite Armageddon yet. My favourite Melbourne convention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Really good.
Crystal, the Supanova?
The one in Melbourne.
Any of them, it's fine. Any of them's fine.
Well, the most recent one we went to was the Supanova in Brisbane,
Yeah.
and that was amazing. I think that was my favourite con out of all the ones we've ever been to. Not only was it a holiday, it was just the way they run it. It was, and there were two large sheds filled with just fun things. Not the one like here in Melbourne. There's two.
Yeah.
The weather was good too, so we weren't shaking everywhere we went.
Yeah, because we didn't particularly wear very warm costumes.
Oh,
I don't think we ever wear warm costumes. So that was a bonus.
Yeah.
Having it warm there.
Yeah.
Who did we met so many celebrities there. There was Liam McIntyre and
Spartacus.
Yeah. Todd and Christian as well, also from Spartacus. So we spoke to them for quite some time. On all 3 days, actually, not just the one.
Okay.
With Steve as well.
Yeah.
Steve from Power Rangers.
Steve Cardenas, yes.
Yes.
He was an awesome bloke.
He follows our page.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, awesome.
Yay! We're like, yay, Steve!
Yeah.
It was really random, though. No, he actually came up to us when we were sitting on the ground just in front of his booth.
Yeah.
Well, not directly in front, just in the corner in front. And then he came up to us and he's like, "Oh, can I take a photo with you, girls?" And we're like, "What?"
You want a photo with us? It was a bit like that. And I'll just say, we were just kind of sitting around. Crystal sits down really nicely. I kind of took both my shoes off and I kind of threw them a little bit and then kind of sprawled myself out, and I was really enjoying just lying down, and then he came over and I was like, "Oh, quickly, where's my shoe?" And I was like, "Hi."
I also took all my latex things off, the armbands, the gloves, and the leg bands too, so...
We got comfy on the ground.
Yeah, we did.
He came over and we were like, "Oh my god."
It was only because it was like 4 p.m. in the afternoon and we've been That's why we were on the floor.
Oh, okay.
But we also got to meet George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
We had lots of books for him to sign.
He definitely, like, in Adelaide, when he came to Adelaide Supanova, he definitely seemed like he was the biggest guest there. Like, he had the longest line out of everybody.
No, he did have the longest lines over there as well in Brisbane. But we got to skip it.
Alright.
We made lots of friends, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brisbane high places.
We made lots of friends.
Yeah, you seem to make friends wherever you go.
Yeah. Fortunately enough, we didn't do it. Look, we didn't skip lines.
Yeah.
As such, we, did a lot of bits and pieces for Supanova too. We were running around for them as well, and it wasn't just like a, hey, how's it going? Do you mind if I just walk to the front?
Oh,
Oh, no,
yeah.
it was nothing like that.
No.
God, that kind of happened to me. That kind of something looks. What happened with me, like in Supanova, like I started lining up for Dom Monahan's photo, and I forgot to check both times of my tokens because I was supposed to go to Steve Cardenas' line first.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like, oh God. So I ran out of the line thinking, oh God, I'm gonna have to line up for this again. But and I changed my shirt because I wanted to wear this shirt I'm wearing that I bought from Steve. So I got in the photo with him real quick, and I went straight back to Dom's line. And the two girls that were standing in front of me in that line, I walked back over to them like, I'm not pushing in, you saw me before. And they're like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, oh God, thank God for that. I didn't have to line up all over again.
That could have been awkward.
It was, actually. I felt so stupid, but... Yeah, but Steve was really nice. Like, one of my friends, she actually was dressed up as the Blue Ranger from the original Power Rangers, like... And he was like, oh, it's so nice to actually see, like, a female ranger dressing up as a male Power Ranger and all that sort of thing, because, like, all the people who dressed up as Power Rangers went up onto his stage when he did his panel, which I missed out on. I was really annoyed about that.
We didn't have enough time for panels, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I just chucked that in there.
No,
Go
that's
on.
cool. And, no, Steve was really nice. I said to him, oh, dude, you have not aged a day since you did that show. And he goes like, oh, thanks, man.
He looks good for how long ago it was.
Yeah. And
That's because he's still really fit though. Like what
he
does
is.
he do? Like boxing.
he still does martial arts. He has his own martial arts sort of teaching class in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I talked to him about that briefly. Yeah, he still does that. So yeah, he knows his stuff. So, and what was it like? What was it like meeting Dom Monahan as well? You met him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was overwhelming.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see him because I'm a really, really, really big Lord of the Rings fan. Like really big Lord of the Rings fan. Not only that, I watched every episode of Lost.
Yeah.
So like I was pretty excited to meet Dom, and wasn't particularly nice, but a lot of other people said that they had a really nice time chatting to him and got a really nice photo, and he pulled a bit of like a weird face when he took my photo, which made me even more upset. But
he looked at someone else's photos and he was smiling.
And he looked really nice in everyone else's photos.
He with you saying that, he did that to a lot of people in Supanova's photos, and I'm like, oh, he's not smiling, he's just pulling all these goofy faces and all that stuff.
It wasn't even a goofy face though.
Oh,
like,
okay.
If it was a funny goofy face, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yay. It was like a bit of like a like I don't want to be here, stand still face. It was like.
Oh god.
Made me very upset.
Yeah.
And of course I was like,
she looked gorgeous in the photo though.
Oh, okay.
I'm so happy and excited. And
Oh
like,
no, you should show that to me. I'd like to see that. That'd be cool.
I haven't shown anyone because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, and and you guys missed out on.
We also got photos with Victor Crump. Sorry.
That's all right. And you guys missed out on meeting Damien Clark.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
We were, like I said, hectic in Brisbane as well. I still can't get over that they had like two whole sections, two different areas full of stalls.
Yeah.
There was just so much happening.
Yeah.
I also lost my mobile for 2 hours in Brisbane.
Oh, jeez.
that took up a lot of time, and then afterwards I had to recover from my minor panic attack that I had.
Okay.
It's not nice when you lose your iPhone.
Oh, well, at least you found it. That's really lucky you found it. That doesn't really happen very often. You actually find it.
yeah, we found it. I don't know how.
Oh, but you were losing things all weekend.
Yeah, I had one of those weekends. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I don't have to ask my next question because it was about the guest, so we've actually covered all that. So I can go to the next one.
Not yet. I really wanted to meet Summer Glau, but I was really disappointed that she cancelled.
Yeah,
Just FYI, and I can't make
a lot of people wanted to see her. Yeah, I mean, Yaya Han cancelled as well for Adelaide.
Yeah.
She had some scheduling conflict problems, I think with a few other cons that she was committed to doing in the States. But yeah, like, that was a little bit disappointing, but yeah, she did say she'll try to come back next year because she's been to Supanova before, because you two have met her, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
She was
awesome.
really nice.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was. We did like her.
Yeah.
We did.
But I gotta say, like, out of Armageddon and Supanova, I think I enjoyed meeting Billy Boyd the most. He was just so funny, and he just,
Yeah,
like...
he was. Which made me even more disappointed about Dom, because I had such a good time with Billy, and then it came to Dom, and he was so disappointing.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, he was recording people with his GoPro camera, and at his panel he says, "Oh, everyone wave, this might end up on..." Because he's filming a new TV show, and he said he's meeting up with Billy Boyd when he goes to New Zealand for one of his episodes, so,
Cool.
I don't know, I'll keep an eye out for that. But I'm right on with you with that. Billy Boyd was definitely a funny guy to talk to. His
I
panel...
like your photo with him.
Yes, thank you.
So funny.
I was like...
for a very long time.
I was like... I've always wanted to do something funny for a photo with a guest, because I've done the fusion pose with Christopher Sabat,
Yes.
but I wanted to do something very different, and that was the only thing I could think of. And he was such a good sport about it, though. So
It was really good. It was really good. I actually wish I had thought of that. I do. I always wanted to do something really cool with the celebrity photos too, but I'm not creative enough to think of something like that.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
Just get my creativity hat on.
Well, anyways, I'll go to the next one. Like, how would you guys compare these two cons to other ones? Like, in terms of how fun it is, or something that they do a little bit differently for other cons and all that sort of thing. So, start with Armageddon first.
Just more Brisbane to Melbourne, or just more the cons to each
just
other?
the cons themselves, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think I almost started to feel for a little bit that all the conventions were starting to feel the same. I actually think going interstate changed that up a little bit. Comic-Con at the moment is the only one that I feel as though is quite different. Supanova and Armageddon are quite almost... I feel as though they're almost quite similar.
Okay.
I don't know, that's just me personally.
No, I think they're similar as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is.
I will say this though, like, I don't know if you two... Did you go to any cons at Armageddon this year? Any cons, sorry, any panels, sorry.
No. See, we would really like to go to some of the panels, but especially for Armageddon, we were, like, working the whole entire time.
Well, I will say this though, like, the one thing that they have done differently about the panel at Armageddon, I wish every other con would do this, because I know for a fact they do it in America, because I've seen it online. Instead of you, like, raising your hand, ask for a question, you actually get out of your seat and you walk up to the microphone, you just line up there. And what I noticed about that was, because when I went to Billy Boyd's panel, was that they got through everybody's questions, and, like, even before time was up, because there's not one panel that I've been to where people still had their hand up and then they'd say, "Oh, sorry, we only got enough time for one more question." But Billy Boy's panel just zipped through everybody through the line, and I was really impressed by that, and I wish every other con would do that.
Funny you said that. They did that at Supanova Brisbane.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Didn't do it in Adelaide.
They did that at Supanova Brisbane, so I don't know if that was a different. I don't know if they changed their play up a little bit or
I don't know.
what's happening there, but they did do it at Supanova Brisbane.
They didn't do it here in Adelaide, but I only went to one panel though because I missed out on both Steve Cardenas and Damien Clark's panels, which I was just too busy. I was just getting in so many photos, I missed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they definitely didn't do that at Dom's panel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, they definitely did do it at Supanova Brisbane.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Not that we got to stay there for very long. It was we kind of timed ourselves. We've got like 15 minutes to eat lunch. Let's go eat lunch in the with the panels. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go. There we go.
At the event, what could you actually add to it to make it more fun and enjoyable, if you can think of anything?
Oh.
Pick me! A jumping castle.
Do you know?
What? Jumping castle.
Dylan said that for AVCon. He did.
See, two great minds think alike. Jumping castle. Manicure table.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness. Jumping castle.
Why?
I can't actually think of anything else better than a jumping castle.
Yeah.
Why?
A swimming pool? Can they bring a swimming pool along?
I'm sure a lot of people would love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think. Oh my goodness! Could you imagine like a humongous? Germophobia. It's really difficult actually going away with her. I'll just put that out there.
Okay.
10 days in Queensland.
Oh god.
No, I think I want a swimming pool now.
Well, considering they had rides at Armageddon, you know, jumping castle probably is possible. Well, like even if they got one of those, even if they got one of those portable sort of swimming pools, you know, those sort of, how do you explain it? Those cylinder sort of ones, you know, those. Yeah.
That's what I'm visualizing.
Yeah. Well, considering the showgrounds in Melbourne was a really, really good location to have it, it probably could be possible. I don't know.
Maybe I'm sure what their restrictions are. I think they should get themselves some jumping castles and some swimming pools, and God, yeah, you'll find me in the swimming pool, and then in jumping castle, and then probably back in the swimming pool again.
Okay. All right, no problem.
I won't be anywhere near those things. They need to do like a laser tag thing. I'm stuck for laser tag.
Yeah. The fact that they have that at Comic-Con, like that got a good reception. I haven't been in there. I mean, it's probably because of the particular costumes that I've been wearing. You know.
Yes.
Same.
Could you imagine us with our little sister costumes on trying to go through laser tag?
With those heels?
Yeah. I'd be tripping all over my cape if I went in there in my Doctor Strange costume, so.
Yeah, you would. Funny, all three of us should go in together.
Yeah.
They'd kick us out. They would.
That's cool. Now I'll just also get to some other things. The costumes you guys have done. What is your favourite costume you guys have done so far?
Oh, definitely the most recent one that we've done. Well, for me, it was.
Would that be the Marvel?
Miss Marvel and Psylocke.
Yeah. I loved that.
Lots of fun.
I told Maria yesterday. I think that was your best work so far. I loved that. You guys did. You pulled that off really well.
Yeah.
I don't see very many Miss Marvels or Psylocks around actually. I've seen a Miss Marvel in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I've definitely seen Psylocke here in Adelaide. I've only seen one though of each, but they were really good. They were really good. I loved how you did the paint on your face, Crystal. That was really good.
Sitting there for like 10 minutes going, I can't do this.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to wear a fake moustache the whole day.
It was it was a long day.
That was actually a semi-last minute sort of costume.
Okay.
Our Mortal Kombat one didn't turn out as we thought it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't have enough time to tweak it as much as we would like
Being
to.
interstate and you don't have
access to sewing machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And may I just point out that we did try to find places, and we went there, and they wanted like 5 times more than number one, our budget, and number two, what they are here in Melbourne. So we went. It just wasn't going to happen.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Now, on that note, what is this can be about any con that you've been to. What is your favourite cosplay you've seen somebody else do?
Oh, my favourite ones are always the massive sort of handmade robot ones. It could be any sort of robot, like
Really nice Iron Man.
Yeah,
So
like
really
Iron Man ones.
Yeah.
Transformers are always my favourite.
Okay. Yeah.
Those ones.
Oh, okay.
They do a really good job in making those at home. I saw a Transformer one. I think it was.
You gotta give kudos to like the 501st and the Rebel Legion as well.
Oh yeah, they always do well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been to a few of those meetups where they're actually crafting to fit. They've got the molds to make them, and it's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of hard work.
Okay.
Oh, I think it looks like fun.
With the vacuum sucking and the heating up of plastic, it just
Yeah.
It looked very hard, and there were about 7 of them there. So
That's the thing. Like Optimus Prime being at Armageddon dancing outside.
yeah.
The best, I think, what I really enjoyed about that, because we were outside watching that for about an hour. We were just chilling out outside watching him, and then all of a sudden this guy that was dressed up as Loki like just stands in front of him, and then he starts doing dancing. I think he was dancing to Dead Mouse, and we're just watching that, and like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Optimus got owned though, but you know, you feel sorry for him because he's in these big stilts and all that sort of thing, and he's trying his damn hardest to, you know, do all these moves and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you can imagine that he probably woke up the next day with some pretty hefty bruises too.
Oh yeah. I've worn a costume one time that really irritated my neck. I was dressed up as Goofy one time.
Goofy.
It was a competition at you guys have Game Traders in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cosplay comp in Melbourne, and I was helping 2 friends out that was dressed up as Mickey, Donald, and they needed someone to help them for Goofy from, what's that video game on PS2 they were on? Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
And the snout was so bloody heavy, and I had to have my neck up the whole time so people can take photos and looks like Goofy smiling and stuff like that. But if Rachel's watching this right now, she'd have a bit of a laugh. So, anyways, I
don't like it when costumes hurt.
No.
Yeah. Well, I think
It wouldn't last very long.
Going back to your question.
Yeah.
I didn't get to answer it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Go on.
Forgot about me. My favorite, I love Naruto cosplays.
Okay.
All Naruto cosplays. I actually really love them.
There's a lot of those in AVCon.
I love them all.
There's a lot of them in AVCon.
Yeah, I've seen heaps recently. Supanova Brisbane, there were quite a few, and there were
So many.
I saw like 4 Hinatas, and I was like, I never see Hinata done, maybe once, but I never see Hinata done. And I think everybody's getting over Kakashi now, and there's not as many Kakashis anymore.
Okay.
And they're all doing, you know, like Toad Sage mode and Naruto, and
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Jiraiya as well, and yeah.
Yeah, no, in AVCon, the cosplay comps are amazing. Like, they're really well. Like, a lot of people do a lot of skits, and I reckon if you actually came down to AVCon, there would be a lot of those sort of ones, because a lot of people love Naruto here in Adelaide, and like, especially when they do the Madman cosplay comp, because they have 2 separate cosplay comps. So, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Good answer. So I'm pretty.
Excited.
Yeah, go on. What are you saying?
Oh no, I'm excited for AVCon. Yeah.
All right, I'm pretty much done with my questions, but I've got about, I think I've got 3. I think. Hang on. 1, 2. I've got about 3 questions from other cosplays. So I'll get to them. This is a question, but from Victoria Gridley. I don't know if you know her, but she's from Melbourne.
What was the name? Sorry.
Victoria Gridley, surname.
Ooh.
She was with that MCG group at Armageddon with the Power Girl, Wonder Woman, and all that. But
Yeah.
But her question is, what is your progress of a costume choice, and how do you choose what you do? So, considering you two do this as a pair, this will be very interesting, I reckon.
Okay, I'm a list. It's very complex. We both more of a gamer, more anime.
Yep.
So, I think gaming cosplays are harder. In saying that, it's not much difference to an anime cosplay. We write a lot of lists. We've got, you should see our list for how many costumes we want to do. It's ridiculous. And then my top favorites are definitely not at the top of her list. So it's about...
We do compromise. We do.
All right.
There's a lot of compromising. There's a lot of...
I'll buy you this if we do this.
I'll do your hair for free for you if you let me do this one. Yeah, no, I think we just try to evenly do maybe one game to one anime, or maybe like a comic book at each convention.
Right.
We like to have a different costume for each day.
Okay.
So we try not to do like, 2 gaming based ones, or 2 anime based ones. We try to split it up a little bit. So I think we try to be a little strategic with a bit of compromise and a lot of begging. That's how we work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we have visitors.
Hello. This is Elliot. He's part of the Rebel Legion. He normally cosplays Obi-Wan Kenobi.
How you going?
Sorry, we're in my bedroom.
That's alright. Alright, no worries.
Her bedroom is massive. There's a pool table in here.
Okay.
So many fun little figurines.
He looks like, I gotta say, he looks like Jessica Negri's brother, that guy.
Does he? Really? I've never seen her brother.
Come back.
He kinda does. Come back for a sec. Tell him to come back for a sec.
Come back.
Who's cosplay?
Friends from Adelaide that probably will wanna...
You'd know her if I showed you a photo. He thinks she's really hot. Obvious.
Oh, okay. If you're wearing glasses, you kinda would. Oh, yep.
Oh, there we go.
He kinda does.
Adopted.
Thanks, dude. Alright, Alright, this cosplayer, her name's Suzanne Obstead. She's from Adelaide. If you could change one thing about the cosplay community, what would it be?
Easy. Hate. Oh.
Yeah.
And yeah, just hate. Too many negative opinions. I'm all for opinions. I'm very opinionated myself, but there's such thing as like positive opinions, constructive feedback.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways about saying things, doing things, the way you act around other cosplayers.
Mm-hmm.
You support each other. I'm not particularly fond of all those girls that are out there, quite really just for all the boys' attention.
Yeah.
You can go to a nightclub for that one.
Yeah.
Is my opinion. So,
No, I let her deal with all that sort of thing because I steer away from confrontation or any sort of...
we obviously don't go seeking any confrontation, but we do have a lot of snide remarks coming past us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I think if you're not going to say anything positive, then don't say anything at all.
Yeah, no.
Especially to me, because I'll say something back.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely, I agree with you. I've asked this question to 2 other people, and they pretty much have given the same answers as the hate and all that. They bring up some really good points with that, so yeah.
I think it's unfortunately everywhere.
Yes, it is.
At every convention around Australia, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
It's obviously everywhere, and it kind of needs to stop. If you really enjoy it, then actually enjoy it. Don't go out there to make negative remarks and bag other people.
Yeah,
evil heroes, even worse. Oh my god.
Alright, we've got one more, and you've met this guy before. His name's Aiden Bottomless Pit Wing. His funny nickname. But you guys met him at Manifest when he was dressed up as Mighty Mask from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know exactly who you're talking about. Hi. Question.
Now, he's definitely my favourite question from all these people, but his question is, everyone has their dream cosplay, something extravagant that isn't as realistic as you would like, but what is your dream cosplay that you seriously aim to complete at some point? Something that you will cosplay, and why that character? This is a tough one.
Do you have one?
Our Obi-Wan Kenobi has an answer straight away. I'm stuck.
One. Well, I've actually always wanted to be a mermaid, and to cosplay as Ariel.
Okay. I was gonna say, a mermaid is not a cosplay.
No,
Ariel. Okay.
I really want to cosplay as Ariel, but then I don't know how that would work because I don't like having feet showing if I'm gonna have fins.
Yeah, I've seen Ariel, but yes, it's like what you just said about they walk around barefooted instead of a fishtail. Yeah.
So maybe just photo shoots or something as Ariel, but I won't be able to walk around with my feet. Oh, barefoot. Did you say barefoot?
Yes.
Don't.
I'm pretty sure I got into a photo with an Ariel at at AVCon, and I'm pretty sure she was barefooted if I remember correctly.
We'll always wear shoes.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're all about the hygiene. Wash your hands after you pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before you eat.
Alright.
Totally unnecessary, sorry.
Just wash your hands.
I don't know. I really don't. I actually, it's an easy one. I wish I could do Slave Leia.
Okay.
No, we are going to do Slave Leia. We have to.
I hate the gym. I just wanna look like that all the time. I love food.
Yeah.
Do you know she's our height?
Oh, that makes me really happy then. Because that was going to be my next complaint. Like, I'm not tall enough and my legs are like this long.
No, she's our height.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Slave Leia. I like gender swaps in cosplay.
Yep.
A lot. We'll do a little bit of like a reveal of one that we'll probably have coming up really soon.
Yeah, sure.
We're hoping to do a really cool Naruto one.
Right.
We're hoping to do Naruto's parents.
Okay.
But obviously we're both females. But
I'll look into that so I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I'll...
okay. Well, I'm trying to work out how to do a cool Minato that's female.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to do it if it's going to look crap.
Okay.
So look into it.
Yeah,
and
no,
just tell me what you think as well.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. All right. Well, look, we're pretty much getting to the end of this. So, do you have any final words about any topic in general?
Hi, everyone. I don't know. I love what we do.
Yeah.
I love that there's so many people out there now that are proud of doing, proud of cosplaying, proud of loving all of this. Once upon a time, all this was very uncool, and it was really uncool to like a lot of these things, and to say that you game and that you watch anime and collect Pokemon cards, and it's cool now.
Yeah.
Yay, we're cool kids now.
Very good answer.
Finally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to be a part of this large community. Yeah.
Nice. You got anything, Crystal, or you? Not really.
Not really.
That's okay.
I do the talking.
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'm really glad that the cosplay community is getting pretty big in Australia now. I mean, AVCon I didn't even know existed until last year, and they've been around since I think 2006, maybe longer. I don't know. I mean, the fact that they're getting really big guests now. We're getting really big guests everywhere now.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
And it's just getting larger every year. Like the first Adelaide Oz Comic Con still had a lot of people, but the audience is definitely getting bigger and all that sort of thing, especially when William Shatner came this year. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really am enjoying how big things are getting, and I'm really looking forward to next year. I reckon it's going to be even better, and I definitely want to come back to Armageddon next year.
Sorry, I'm writing him a really nice message.
That's alright. Something revealing.
What is that?
show it.
Oh, really? Oh, come
It's a
on.
smiley face.
Oh, but it's a you.
I was like, is that meant to be a mushroom?
Oh, come on. Come on, come on.
Can you see that?
Go back. Hang on. Thank you. Yep, I see that. No, that looks fine.
It's a smiley face.
That's a smiley face. Just a big
It's
mouth.
not a mushroom.
I'm just hungry.
No, that's cool.
My drawing sucks.
I'll compare mine to yours any day. Alright, thank you two so much. It was really good having you. It was really good seeing you two again as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again in the future. I really loved your booth. So yeah, I'm definitely will come back to Melbourne. Like Melbourne definitely throws a lot of awesome cons. So I'll definitely be back.
We definitely want you here, Mitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
You'll see me again. I'm aiming for both Supanova and Armageddon next year. That's what I'm aiming for. So.
Awesome. And we'll be going to Adelaide. I'm hoping at least twice.
Okay.
AVCon being one of them, and just I suppose depending on the way it works with Brisbane and Gold Coast as well. Which other one will come
Awesome.
to.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'll definitely see you guys again. Stay in touch.
Yes, you too.
No worries.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye. Alright, that brings us to a close for all the cons we got to talk about at this on this podcast that we're doing. Those are really, really nice girls. I'm really happy that they were part of that, so thank you, girls. But anyways, we are about to wrap things up, so I'll be with you in just a moment. Okay guys, it's about time that we wrap things up. Thanks so much for watching, and I just want to say a special thanks to the guests I had part of this podcast. It's because of you guys as well why this video was possible. So thanks so much to Dylan, Ollie, Ben, Maria and Crystal. And I really hope you guys enjoyed my costume changes. I think my favourite's definitely this one here, this shirt I got from Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger shirt. But, you know, they were really great interviews. It turned out better than I expected and longer than I expected, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. The only other things I can really leave with is if you liked the video, please like and comment. Share it if you would want to. If you have any opinions about the cons, I'd like to see your comments, especially about the topic that Manifest is now over. So I'd like to know your opinions about that. And the only other thing I can leave with is, you know, I've had a really, really fun time the last 2 years. I've made a lot of new friends, and I've seen a lot of great costumes, and you guys are the reason I made this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that I've made a lot of new friends, and friends from Melbourne as well. So, yeah, I will see you guys at another con in the near future. So, I hope you guys have an awesome blast at all the cons that have not yet happened. So, I guess I will see you guys again. Thanks so much for watching.